Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to our most important
An
video yet.
anticipated video in
Most
our heads.
anticipated in our heads.
You
It's
want to
about
tell
a
the people
oh,
what we're gonna talk about?
it's about a little someone behind us.
Not on this side.
Ed Sheeran. Wah, wah, wah.
The ED that we
Mr.
also
ED.
have.
Yeah, we may have EDs, but he is Mr. ED.
The rise
And
and fall
fall of Ed
of Ed
Sheeran.
Sheeran in our heads. And so everything we're about to say before we even start the video is allegedly.
This is all alleged, and it's also all our opinion.
It's all our opinions, my opinion. So yeah, everything is a joke. If you
Allegedly.
think allegedly.
Allegedly.
So me and Lennon, we when we first met, we bonded over this other band that we really liked. You guys know who it is, like Arctic Monkeys, whatever. But after we
When we
found
got
out
closer, when we
we
gained each
got
other's
closer,
trust.
yeah, after like 4 hours,
Yeah. We're like, we have a secret.
we have a secret we were keeping from each other,
We were
and it's
scared to
the
share it with anybody
yeah. And this is like a big thing for us to talk about, like to a public.
because this is something we've hidden inside of ourselves for years.
Alexa was talking to me. Ed Sheeran is listening.
He's always listening. Mr. ED's in the house.
So we found out that we were Ed Sheeran fans
Back in the day.
back in the day when he was like doing good music.
Back in the early days. Album
The
one. Album
album one
two.
and two. Remember like last video we were talking about our road trip and like how we're gonna do like a special video. That's when we started doing the research because when we were on the road trip we had like a 3 hour thing, like drive.
Mm-hmm.
We had a 3 hour drive and we were like, hey, what about if we listen to Ed Sheeran and see what happened? Like,
Yeah,
because
because it's been
something
years since we
shifted.
listened to him. We were like, we
Yeah.
used to listen to these other albums. We hear his songs on the radio sometimes and turn that shit off. We wanted to know, what happened to him.
Like, where is he now? Because I
Yeah,
had no idea.
we've been in the dark.
So that was the moment this video was born.
It was conceived. Mommy and daddy were
Mm.
making love. So we feel like in the beginning, Ed Sheeran had humble beginnings. He played 1,000 shows. He was quote unquote homeless,
Sofa
which
surfing.
sofa
Which we'll talk
surfing
about that later on in the
later on.
video.
He had something interesting. He did the loop pedal, which not as many artists were doing at the time, and it was cool to
Yeah.
see like someone build something up, and wasn't so bad.
Yeah.
One could
I
even say it
agree.
was pretty good.
Pretty good and different from for the time, because at the time, like when Ed Sheeran came out, what year did Ed Sheeran come out?
It was like
Like 2011.
2011 or 2009, I think,
Okay.
is when the EPs came out.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do 2010. That's like a
Yeah.
middle ground. Let's look up top songs. Let me share my screen so everyone can see. Let's look up top songs 2012. So yeah. Also, like, okay, you can see that like Maroon 5 was there, like The Wanted was there. But I feel like the Lumineers and Fun were like, bro, what came first, the chicken or the egg, or the
Um,
Ed?
the chicken or the Ed? I feel like the music that was in the mainstream around like 2011 to 2013, when like he started getting more popular, or just started when he was really just starting out and getting listened to. I feel like it was very different than what he was doing. He was doing like the singer-songwriter thing, and what was popping
Yeah,
was pop music.
like dancey pop music.
Dancey pop
Because there's
music.
like nowadays you see like calm down pop, but back in the day it was like going
Back
at
then, they
it.
wanted you to move your body. Back then, they wanted you to feel a little.
They wanted
They
to
wanted
see
to
the
shake
shape
you
of
up.
you dance.
If you think about Ed Sheeran's first popular song that everyone heard on the radio, it was The A Team, which was slow. It was sad. It was much different than
Mm-hmm.
like what other people were listening to.
Yeah, than everything else that was going on in the music industry, I feel like. So that's why I go back and say, like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Because now I'm seeing that we are young and like, ho hey, we're big. Were they big because of the A team? Or were they big and Ed Sheeran just had like the perfect timing? and came out with
Yeah.
an A Team, and like that's why he popped.
But wait, but also like Passenger at the time, they had a big song, wasn't it?
Oh
Let Her
yeah,
Go. Very
Let It Go.
similar to what Ed was
Yeah,
doing too. And I think that also skyrocketed each other at the time.
yeah, they basically helped each other. When did Let Her Go come out? 2012. It should have walked.
So
So
Passenger could
so Passenger
run.
could run. But no, if you think about it, like I remember it coming after the A Team, so he started a trend.
Yeah, yeah. But
And
also
if
I
you
feel like
do
those
you
songs didn't hit America or become popular in America till 2012,
yeah.
2013. That's when I feel like they started like blasting Ed Sheeran. Because in the UK, I can't speak for what they saw. I think they saw a little glimpse of him with
If you're
You
from
Need
the
Me, I Don't Need
UK,
You was popping off before the A Team there.
yeah,
Fun
which we'll talk
fact.
about that song
Yeah.
later. We'll talk about that later. But if you're from the UK, do you remember what year you heard of Ed Sheeran first? I need to know because it was
I feel
different
like he
here.
went to everybody's houses and played.
Oh,
Everyone
he
knew
was
him
so
from
he
just
was
seeing him on
sofa
the
surfing. He was sofa surfing.
yeah.
You guys don't have to lie to yourself. Like I know everyone listened to the A Team. Even if you didn't like it or if you liked it, you listened to it.
Mm-hmm. It's a good song.
It is a good
Honestly,
song.
and the story behind it's interesting. But
But then what was the first song that you listened from Ed? Because mine was Lego House.
really, mine was the A Team because it would play on this radio station that my family would listen to, and I was like, wait,
And
it's
you're
kind
like,
of good. And then I put it
wait.
on YouTube because I was like, let me look at it because I used to look up lyric videos, and then I put it on there and I was reading the lyrics. And I'm like, it's just so sad. Oh, and then I found Lego House. Then I found like all the other ones, and I went down a little rabbit hole myself.
I remember like listening to Lego House and watching the video, and I was confused because I was like, wait, so the guy from Harry Potter is a singer now? And then I listened to Give Me Love, and then the A Team was like maybe third, fourth. But
Mm.
yeah, back in my country, we thankfully no one knew who Ed Sheeran was until recently. I feel like,
I feel like even in
um,
America though, it was kind of the same because I used to like this was a really low moment for me. When I would ride the bus at school, I had an iPod and it was one of the original iPods. And the people on the bus would make fun of me a lot because I only had Ed Sheeran's Plus downloaded and it was like it looked like I was listening to the same song because it's the same like
it's the same
picture.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Ed Sheeran? And then now I'm like, now they know.
No, I
Now they
knew
know.
what was going on. No, the same thing happened, like something similar. Remember, I told you, like I used to go like when I was in college. That's when his second album came out, and I remember I had to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning and like take the like transportation to college because it was like an hour away. And I would listen to that album on repeat every single day. That in 1989 by Taylor Swift, but let's talk about Cheryl now.
Mm.
Um, and I remember it just being like a green the green X of multiply just on the screen, and
True.
I feel like everyone else around me thought the same thing. They were
You're like, why does
bullying
this
you
bitch
for
listen to the same
listening to the
song?
same song over and
But
over.
listen, we could also bring up Taylor Swift because I feel like in America, she really brought his
She
music
was a
to,
big part of
yeah,
him being big here.
because their song Everything Has Changed. And everything has changed because everything has changed.
Everything did change.
Yeah.
I used to like them like together, like their friendship. Like I remember like
Yeah, me too.
keeping up to see if they were gonna make more songs together, which did they make another? I think they
They
made another
did
song.
recently, but I did not listen to that shit.
I didn't listen to it either. Sorry.
I will never get over him being like, I'm homeless. I'm homeless. He wasn't actually homeless. He just chose to like go out and like play
Do
music and
his own
like
thing
sofa surf.
in London.
Yeah, like he could have went home anytime. So I don't know if that constitutes someone as being homeless, but I don't know.
He lied to us because he was like you said, he was like saying in every video because he used to do like little vlogs and stuff. I didn't watch those much because like YouTube would take days to load. But you were telling me about that, and I was like, wait, what do you mean he wasn't homeless? And you went into a deep dive about it because apparently he
Yeah.
said in every video he was homeless and he wasn't.
And he's got like a
So
billion songs where he says he's homeless too. He has a song called Homeless where he
yeah,
kind of backtracks. He goes, It's not a homeless life for me. It's just I'm home less than I'd like to be. That was from his EP.
I remember that song.
Yeah.
Sadly.
But then he really dove in after that into the homeless bit. But I think it was just a bit. I think it helped him sell more because it gave him a bit of a story, you know?
But yeah, I feel like also his fame, like going back to his vlogs, like that helped a lot. Cause like I remember YouTube getting, it was already big, but like YouTubers were getting like more famous and famous and famous. So I
Hmm.
feel like that made him be closer to his fans and stuff. I
True, and
wasn't
it
part of
also
it,
made him more famous too,
but
because with the vlogs and the YouTube music videos, they like that's when YouTube was like blowing up, and he would get tons of views because they would just recommend, recommend, recommend. I feel like it's
mm-hmm.
not as big to get on, like it's not as easy to get big on YouTube anymore now than
Nowadays,
it was back then.
back in the day, yeah.
Hmm.
We need to talk about the loop pedal.
I feel like that is such an interesting thing to see because not a lot of people are using a loop pedal like that because I feel like loop pedals are common like in live sets, but you don't see them like often like doing it and just building it there. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
such a
and
cool.
the actual, like, I remember his first, like, the first time I saw him, it was like on his third tour. I think it was his third, for his third album. Um, but he doesn't have anyone else with him on stage. He just builds the loop while he's like about to perform the song, and then he just starts playing it. I feel like at that tour, that was a Divide tour. That's when he started like, we'll go in depth about that, but that's when he started going into more pop. So he needed more instrumentals and like more shit. So it was different because I remember watching videos from his first tour. It was only him. Like, and he explained like the loop pedal and how it worked,
Mhm.
how he built it up to get the final result for him to sing over it. And it was really interesting. It's different. It's fun. Imagine he's like playing. I feel like this has happened to him before, but like he's in the middle of the show and he's like looping the song and shit, and it just erases. What will he do?
No, he's done it before, and it's easy to because if you press on the loop pedal twice in a row by mistake, because imagine he's keeping beat or something, it erases. Because I have a loop pedal because
Oh,
of him.
fun fact.
No, but loop pedals are like actually interesting and they're a good tool. No, but I've seen him perform before for different albums. And honestly, I think he kept getting like worse because he did less of the loop. Like he didn't do
Yeah,
as much
he
of like a
kept
beat.
cutting the loop for the,
Mm-hmm.
when that was like his main thing.
Yeah.
It used to be his like his gig. That used to be like his main thing.
So plus his first album. It's a good album.
And his second album, Multiply. So almost perfect album, I would say myself.
Yeah, because it still has that bit of singer-songwriter and then like a little bit of like almost rap and then pop. I feel like it became like the perfect mix of
The
everything.
perfect mix.
Yeah, and not just leaning towards one side too much. And I think that's why Multiply was pretty good. I feel like Plus it was good for like a beginning album, but I
Mm-hmm.
also think like me and you were discussing this, almost every song is him being like, "Oh, I want to hold
No,
someone.
too
I'm
much.
so cold. I want to
That
warm you
if
up. I'm
you
so
listen, like
old."
I like we were doing our research and we were listening
Yeah.
to the first album. Every song has almost the same lyrics and they talk about the same thing over and over.
It's about someone
I
going
mean, it's
away,
not a
missing
bad thing.
them, being
Yeah, it's
cold, wanting to hold them. Every song.
like my little bird.
I just want to hold
Oh
yeah.
dear. It's not a bad thing, but when you listen to a full album, which not a lot of people do anymore, back in the day when that came out, like I didn't notice the pattern. It is the same thing, talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So I'm like, okay, it's a good album. I get it. But once
Hmm.
you go into Multiply, the songwriting got better. The mix of it, like you get like one sad song and then you get like a little bit of rap and then you get a little pop like sing. It's so freaking good. Like,
It is.
hate me all you want, but I will still listen to the album
Yeah,
and
honestly,
dance.
sometimes I'll be thinking to myself, I kind of want to listen to that, and don't. Like, I felt like like those songs became popular because they actually were good. Were they
Yeah.
overplayed? Completely,
Yeah.
but they were good songs.
The only thing I will never forgive from Multiply is Thinking Out
Thinking
Loud.
out loud. Yep.
Because that was the what is it
Beginning of
like?
the end.
That was the yes, literally that was the beginning of the end. It just opened, one would say, too many doors.
Gave him too many opportunities.
Too many yes people.
Yes. It
But
brought
yeah.
negativity, I feel like, into his life. Technically, like too many opinions on him at once, too many voices, like people being like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're so good," and it changed the man. I feel like releasing that song, it became so popular.
Okay, I feel like listen, I feel like we gotta go. I just remember why everyone knows Thinking Out Loud. Thinking Out Loud came out with Multiply and it was a good song. Everyone was like, oh, okay, the wedding song, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't big. It was like a normal, regular Ed Sheeran song. But then the fanfic book thing started happening in movies, remember?
Oh yeah.
And Me After You came out and they bought the rights for that song. And they
Oh.
used it for the trailer or something like that. And that's when it popped off. Like maybe like 2 years later after releasing the album,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it all happened.
Because I think he also re-released it as a single so that it would get
Mm-hmm.
more listens and stuff. Because when he did
Yeah.
the music video for it, I think that also did a little something something. Which I used to love that music video when it first came out. I was like, oh,
Me
this is really
too.
good.
That's the thing. That's the thing. We're not thinking a lot haters. We like
No, we
that
like the
song.
song, but it also did get overplayed, and it did. I can't listen to it
Like,
anymore.
no, I can't. Like, I
It makes
will
me sick to my
literally go.
stomach. It makes me punch holes in the wall.
I recoil when I listen to it.
Hmm.
Um, I could go into my dad's car right now and turn on the radio, and I can find a station that's playing Thinking Out Loud. That's how big that song is.
To this day, and that song came out what, like a long time,
10
almost
years
10 years
ago,
ago. Yeah.
after Thinking Out Loud, blah blah blah, big hit, big thing,
And then he
playing on
took a
radio
break from
station.
social media.
Well,
That's
he's
when he
always
took
doing
the
that
break.
shit.
No, no, no. This was the first time he was constantly on social media, constantly on YouTube, constantly on Instagram,
Oh yeah,
promoting
you're
himself.
right.
Then he took a year break. Maybe it was 2 years. And then he came out with Divide. And I think during that time, something went completely wrong. Something in this man switched. I don't know if it's ego. I don't know if it's yes people. I don't know if it's just like hitting your, what is it? If you're hitting your peak and then after it's just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But something went completely wrong during that break he had. Because Divide,
It's
it's
divide
okay.
is a divider.
Yeah.
The name of the album is Perfect. Funny that there's a song called Perfect on the
Perfect.
album. um, because you get like half of it. It's like his past two albums, which were excellent in my opinion. And then he showed us a little peek of what was going to come in the future, which I didn't like. Eraser, I thought it was like okay, it's not my
Yeah,
favorite.
I like that when the album first came out. I was trying to support it because I liked the first two albums.
Yeah,
So that one I did like.
yeah. Castle on the Hill, I really liked. You didn't like that
I
one,
was
I
a
know.
hater. I was a hater.
Yeah. Dive. I liked it.
It's
It's like
cute.
it's
It's
very
okay.
Multiply. It's very Multiply,
It
and
is,
then we
but also I
have
feel like it's a mess song. Like I feel like a lot of these are kind of like underwhelming.
yeah. It's like whatever. Then we have
Shape
Shape
of
of
You is
You.
the
It's
devil.
a it's a little this song. It's super underrated. Like it's
No one's
probably
ever heard this song before. I've
yeah,
never heard
you've
it.
never heard of this.
Is
Then
that
we
three
have
billion streams?
where?
That for Shape of
Oh
You, it's
yeah,
3 billion.
yeah.
For like a quarter of the human population have heard this song.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so bad.
No, they
But
like a
go on.
quarter of the human population have played it on Spotify.
That's just on Spotify. You gotta
But
think
like
about radio and you gotta think about just randomly. But with Shape of You, that song is just not him. You know what I mean? He originally wrote it for another artist. I think it was
I think it
Rihanna.
was Rihanna.
which
I
would make
think.
sense because that is something maybe she would sing more. But why on earth is Ed Sheeran singing "I'm in love with the shape of you"? Bitch, do not talk about my body.
And then the video was really weird too, because it was like about like boxing and shit.
Oh yeah.
And also like let's back up. We'll put the video back on. But like let's talk about the Shape of You video as it is, because he was like, okay, boxing, gym, ba ba ba. And Sheeran used to be a guy that didn't want to show his like body. He was like all shy. He's like, I just eat chips and fish and chips every day. Like I
And
don't
also,
like going to the gym.
he
Blah
used
blah
to not
blah.
like being in his videos. He used to like be
Yeah,
like, "Let me step back."
remember the drunk video used to be all like cats getting drunk and stuff.
I used to love
I
that video.
love that video. Like I don't even know how many versions of Perfect there are. Like we can check that. And then we have Galway Girl, which is like whatever. This is
Yeah,
not his best song.
honestly, it
Happier.
was whatever. Yeah, happier. To me, I liked it at first, but it's also like
Hmm.
listening to it now. It's just it's like
Yeah, it
whatever.
doesn't hit the
Like to
same as it
me,
did.
for me, this album just sounds way overly produced, and it sounds like shit. To me, it just sounds like dog shit. To me,
It
it just
sounds
sounds
like
like someone
vomit
like it sounds like
to
vomit. It sounds
me.
like actual feces. To me,
To me, my opinion. I don't even know. Like, oh, I
Let's Don't
think
Break
this
Around
is
Here.
one
I
of
don't
my
even know
favorites.
that song.
I don't even know this song. I don't like this song. I think this one is good actually.
Ain't got a soapbox I can
I actually hated
stand
that one.
upon. God gave me a
We're gonna
stick.
get sued. I
And
don't
then
know.
Supermarket of Flowers, I didn't like. This fucking song I hate with my whole body.
Barcelona.
I
Yeah,
hate this song so bad. Like Nancy Mulligan is so bad too. Like I remember like when I went to see them his at the show that I saw him last time, the first time and last time I saw Ed Sheeran. This is the time I went to pee.
No, I don't like this one either. Isn't it about like his grandma or something?
Something about that. I don't know. And then this one killed me.
I gave all my oxygen to people that could breathe.
Wait, that's actually so sad.
I know this song is like actually good. I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one too. So yeah,
But let's get
with Divide again, like you said, it's like divided. Like there's some things on there that are like true to him, I feel like, but then most of it just is so shitty. He has a song in Ted
Ted
Lasso.
Lasso. What is this? He has a reggaeton song. Oh. Oh, this is literally, guys, like, I had no idea, like, I did my research, but this is literally my biggest nightmare.
I had no idea Sharon was Latino.
I'm gonna cry. I could literally cry right now. Stormin. Bro,
How many shivers is
there
there?
of shivers? Fuck. Okay, I'm just trying to find the perfect. So we have the Shape
Wait,
of You, whatever. And then we have Perfect Acoustic, which it sounds okay. And then we have Perfect Mike Perry. And then we
we
have
have the
this
Robin
is the one that
Schultz.
this one
I found a love.
this is gonna be like our first reaction, but like that one sounds like you know like Get Ready With Me videos on YouTube.
Yep.
For me. Well, darling, just dive right in.
Okay, let's listen to the Robin Skulls or whatever.
Schultz.
Oops.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive
Okay, yeah,
Then
fucking. Oh wait,
Beyonce.
right in
wait, hold on.
and follow my lead.
This is like a fanfic, like in a movie. There's
Girl,
a girl walking in like.
Yeah, in the club. She's like in the club and he sees her like in the corner and she's like different from the other
I
girls.
never knew you were
And the rest are like.
someone
And the girl's like.
And she's Nathan's like different. And he's like,
just kids when we fell
Okay, and then we.
in love, not knowing what it
And then we have the Beyonce version.
I never heard this one.
I found a love for me.
Stronger than anyone I know.
I feel sorry for her, like,
Yeah,
honestly. Okay,
honestly,
and then
wait,
we
listen,
have this
he
one
should have just gave
saved,
her the song. Anyway, ooh, here we go.
and I
Here's
have
the
it saved.
symphony. Ooh, because you
And I
love
have it
it.
saved. I liked it actually. Me when I'm an Andrea Bocelli fan, and I was like, yup.
Probably the best version.
I want to find the part where Andrea Bocelli singing.
Sei la mia donna, la forza delle onde del mare. Cogli i miei sogni.
What secret does Ed Sheeran have on Andrea Bocelli and Beyonce that he make them do the fucking remix?
Is the remix.
But like, how many fucking versions do you need of one song?
And 100 versions. Because then you keep making money off the same song.
Yeah, and then you still hear it on the radio.
Because it's like, wait, there's another one. Another one.
It's like, haha, another one.
You know, so Divide, it was like the beginning of the end, like we said. It was like trickling in, kind of like something that was different in a bad way. To us.
Yeah, to us.
In our opinion.
My opinion.
And then by the time Equal came out, I think me and Julie can both agree that we didn't listen to Ed Sheeran like at all anymore because we were just embarrassed. Because he just like
Because wait. Roll it back. Hold on. Roll it back like Ed Sheeran, like Ed Sheeran, Timothy Chalamet. Roll it back. Did it have an album before that called like collaborations or something? Let's investigate. Right before Divide came out, he came out with number 6 collaborations project. I didn't hear, like, you could put a gun to my head and tell me to sing one of the songs, just kill me because I don't know any. Might know, I don't care.
That's the most annoying song I've ever heard in my life. Put it all on
I
me.
don't even know. I
that
don't know
one.
any song from here. A
They're just
Boogie with a
bad.
Hoodie. Okay, but after number 6, that's when Equal.
So with Equal, I feel like me and you didn't even know about this album coming out. Me and you didn't
No.
like. I never saw promotion for this. I never saw like.
Well,
oh,
it came out in
out.
2021. We were on another trip. We were like
Oh,
on
yeah.
another level.
We were on, yeah. Oh, especially October of that year. We were on another one.
October?
We were on
October
another
29.
one. We were on another one that year.
We could have listened to this together.
I know. With this, I mean, I know a couple of them from the radio. Of course, we know Bad Habits.
Okay, we gotta play it.
We gotta play it.
Every time the sun goes
It's Twilight
down,
era.
I let you take control.
He's like, I'll be Edward Cullen for the night.
I'll be Bella.
The music video to this song, like, after not hearing
Life changing.
life changing.
You and I watched it together for the first time and we're like, what the fuck is this?
No, you watched it for the first time.
Well, you told me.
Shit.
Oh,
No, listen.
I thought you'd
Okay,
never
when
seen
this
it.
music video came out, I hadn't listened to Ed Sheeran in so long. I didn't want to listen to him. I was done with him. I was so mad at him for like just changing. But then I go on Twitter. I'm on Twitter and I see pictures like this, and I'm like,
Ooh.
what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? And then I click on the music video and I see that shit, and I'm like, what does this mean? And I only watched it that one time. I didn't watch the full video either.
I only have I only remember that video coming out because one of my friends on Twitter, George, he was like sending me photos of Ed Sheeran because he hates Ed Sheeran for no reason. Like he just has like a bad vibe about him. And he was like, look at this. And I was like, what is that? Like, what is that? Who's the man? Who is that? He's like, he's getting. And then we have Overpass Graffiti. No idea. I think this is the one. Isn't this the one with Taylor?
I don't know. Are they the Joker and the Queen? He's the Joker.
I think it is.
Sure.
Let me see.
You could fall. You would die. The Queen.
Wait, is this kind of a cute song?
I
Wait.
was upside down.
Wait.
You came to the day.
Wait.
So he has a song. I just did my research on my phone. He has this song, but it's by himself, and then he did the single
With Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
That's probably their remix. There's one underneath it.
Yeah, well, anyway. Oh, where? Oh,
The
two-step.
two-step?
No,
No,
but this
that's
is
just
like
two-step.
literally, yeah, the two-step.
Wait, why was
I
there so many
remember,
versions of that song?
I don't know. Probably like, cause it's like the dancey one. Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
always like has like one dancey song on the album. But yeah, I don't know any song from there. And then we have his last album.
Minus. So with this album, when me and Julie were together, we're like, let's listen to what the fuck it sounds like. Cause like, could it be worse than what he's already put out? Could it be better? We didn't know.
We didn't know. We had no idea, and it actually like
It's okay.
okay. We gotta tell them how it all started with this album. So we were doing our research, and we found out he has like 500 documentaries, and he has a recent one with Disney Plus.
Oh,
And the album, the documentary, he's just talking about like the process of making this album.
but then a lot of things happen within the document. It's actually a really good documentary.
Actually, like it was good. We
It
were
was
hooked.
really, yeah.
We
We
had
could not
plans. We
stop
didn't do
watching it.
anything.
Yeah,
We were like,
it's
next episode, next
interesting.
episode, next episode.
Yeah, it's like 4 parts, I think, but it's like so. It is interesting because you get kind of a look on his process. Like Loki kind of uses the people in his life as like vessels for songs. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he'll something bad will happen in his life, and
So,
he'll sit down and be like, "Song time."
no, watch the documentary and you'll see,
You'll
like,
know
you
what we're talking
confirm
about.
our suspicions. Like, if you're near Ed Sheeran, just make sure, like, he doesn't know what's going on with your life because he will definitely use you as a vessel and he will make a song about it. And then he's always using his grandma and his grandpa. Think about it. Every fucking
Oh,
song he has,
grandma,
like, on
grandpa.
every
It's like
album, he has a song about their love story.
instead of going to therapy, Ed Sheeran does this thing where he takes everything going on in his life and puts everyone in his life on blast and makes it a mainstream song, especially his wife.
No. Wait. I know people are gonna think we're joking, but like, go watch your documentaries. We're like, right now we're being so serious.
We're being this is not a joke. Like he literally.
No, this is not a joke. Like he will not go to therapy. He like the only thing he does is like if something bad is happening, he will go to the corner and write a song about it.
And that's
like
why
make
all
it
his
like make
songs
it
are
a
about
hit.
his wife now. Because if you think about it, that's the only thing he's got going on, his wife and kids. Say Minus, honestly, it sounds more similar to like singer-songwriter music, which is like his roots. I wouldn't say it's as good as his like first stuff, but it's also not that bad.
It's not as bad as Equal.
No, it's not as bad as Equal. And it's like, I mean, the music videos are a little cringy.
Yeah, but we were watching the documentary. He talks about like how he filmed like that's a kudos for him because he filmed a single like a video for every song, which is like not everyone does that. It was cool of him to do that, and they all have like different concepts, but like within the same aesthetic, if you know what I mean. So he was just like doing that in the documentary. Go watch it. It's actually really good. But talking about documentaries, he has like 500 more. He has 499 more documentaries apart from that. Because her and I, we were talking about like, oh yeah, I've seen this documentary about Sheeran because I was obsessed, blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh yeah, I've seen that too. We put it on. It's not the same documentary we watched. It was something different. And she's like, oh, I've seen that before. You were like, oh yeah, I've seen that. And I was like, I've never seen this one. The other one I've seen is another like completely different documentary. So how many documentaries can you have in like a 10-year career?
Apparently 500 million. Ed Sheeran needs to be documented at all times. They don't know what that man could do. He needs to be heard and seen. He's a little redhead kid. The
$5 from his ginger hair needs to be shown.
But yeah, I feel like he had his rise, he had his fall, and he's coming maybe back to a full circle of like maybe he's thinking, you know, my music did go to shit because he got stuck in like the pop rabbit hole, if you wanna.
Yeah, he got stuck in the rabbit hole of pop music. That's when he was like, if you think about it, we were talking about like how he got too many opportunities. Remember when he was in fucking Bridget Jones? When he was in fucking Game of Thrones?
That changes a motherfucker.
He didn't need to do that.
No, that's the thing. And also another thing, going down the pop rabbit hole as well, with his like live stuff now, why is this man playing stadiums when he just has a guitar? I feel like he can sell the stadiums because he's that famous, but I feel like his music is not made to be like seen at such a large scale. I feel like if anything, it's more of intimate music because if you're one-on-one one artist, not a full
Hmm.
band. It's not a big thing to see. And then he relies on like visual effects, so he has emojis going in the
And then
background.
he has like a 500. We keep saying 500. It's so funny. He has 500 screens, and then he's in a fucking microwave.
Yes, that's the
It's
thing.
your
That's
video here.
Oh, girl, no, lads, I can see two lads just about to fight over there. Chill out. Chill out. We're at a happy gig here. It's a happy gig. We do not fight at this concert.
yeah, the microwave. He goes around on the microwave, and he's cooking.
He's cooking something. Let him
It's
cook.
like I just feel let him cook. I mean, like whatever, he's doing his thing, he's making his money. But I just feel like, does that not get boring for people to watch? Like that many people,
Yeah,
and I just feel like
I have outsider info.
yes,
I have friends that went to his show here in Atlanta, and they said like it got boring at one point because it was just him going around the circle over and over and like the same songs, and like they probably like only knew, they're not Ed Sheeran fans, they only knew like Perfect, Thinking Out Loud, and like some other, like, let's say 2 more songs. So they got bored because it was nothing exciting, because I've seen artists that do like stadiums and stuff. I'm not an artist, so don't quote me on this. But like some of them, you don't know every song, but they do like a show, they dance and stuff, so you are entertained while you're listening to a song that you don't even know. But this one, he's just like going around on the microwave, like,
it's just like you don't have a song where you need to be doing any of that.
I don't know. It just like honestly makes me sad. He turned into all of like that. Just
Mhm.
I feel like someone told him like your career is gonna be big, and you need to do this. He just did it, and
Yeah. Well, no, listen, this is the thing.
this
I
is
feel
what it
like
means
with
to be a
him,
pop star. Honestly,
he's what a pop star is. But the thing is with him, he has this like hunger for fame that is unmatched, because I think his goal literally, I think this can be quoted from him. He wants to have as many number ones as the Beatles had, and they had like, I don't know, like 20 something, and he's getting close to the number, but he wants as many as they had. That's his
that's why I
goal.
hate the Beatles.
But he keeps having more and more goals because he wants to get as famous as possible. But I feel like, what's the fucking point of that? Like, why not hone your craft and like work on music that your core base and yourself will enjoy? Like, I don't understand the need for more and more fame, especially when you're already at a place where you're one of the biggest household names.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. I completely agree. What are you gonna do with like 500 number one hits when they are just talking about random, you just put random words together, random music that someone else told you it's good. Um and then just be like, yeah, it means nothing to me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, I know
I
exactly
just
what
like
you mean.
honestly, because like the reason being of this video is like, because we used to be big fans of like his early stuff, and it just like it makes us sad to see where he's at right now. And
Just watching that
this is
was
like
like
a
tough.
call to Ed Sheeran. Please
Yes,
reach out to us and we'll help you.
we'll find you
Here's a number for you
therapist.
can call if you feel like.
No, but like genuinely, I hope one day, hopefully soon, maybe because he's gone through a lot more recently, maybe his next album, because his recent one wasn't so bad, but like
Yeah,
maybe his next.
we were gonna talk about the he sadly lost a friend, and that's on the
Yes,
documentary, and he did a song for his friend, like
it was
like
actually
if you,
really a good song and
that
like
was a
really
good song.
meaningful, and like,
We'll play a little, we'll show you guys
and
what
this
song
friend
it
was like,
is.
and it's good, it's a good song because it actually goes back to his roots, because his friend is one person in his life who's always been there, and then also like skyrocketed his career at the beginning
This
too.
is a song. It actually is good.
But no, he has the potential to still, be who he is, but he needs to really just like not listen to these yes people. He needs to listen to the negative Nancy's like us, the nopes, the no's. Where's the no people at? Because I feel like he's got too many people who don't want to upset him, and it's just like you need some honest people around you, for real.
Yeah. Well, good news is he's joining Radiohead, so he's probably gonna have a lot of people saying no to him. What is? Oh,
When you were here before,
Before what?
couldn't look you in the eye. That I'm a tree.
I'm a tree. He said I'm a tree. The most mentally ill girl when you play this.
It's always she's got to have me.
The conclusion is Ed Sheeran has a lot to work on.
I feel like, but honestly, the hopeful thing is that I feel like he's working on it right now. Because when his last album, we said already, like it's like it feels like he's coming back to his roots.
So maybe, you know, there's the rise, the fall, and then the rebirth.
The rebirth of Ed Sheeran.
That's gonna be the
Hopefully.
Antichrist.
Hopefully he I feel like he's doing good stuff now. Hopefully he goes to therapy. He doesn't use his friends as vessels. And please do yourself a favor and go watch the Disney Plus documentary, docu-series,
Yes.
whatever it is. You're gonna go on a rabbit hole like we did.
Yeah, and you know, a lot flies through that documentary, and it's gonna make you feel many things.
But yeah, those are the conclusions. And let us know what your favorite Ed Sheeran song is and what's your least favorite Ed Sheeran song. I would like to know that.
My favorite is Bad Habits, and then my least favorite is You Need Me, I Don't Need You.
No, that's so funny. Like that's my least favorite too. And my favorite is Shape of You.
Interesting.
But yeah, we don't have anything else to say. I feel like
Not
our
really,
voice.
yeah.
No. I feel like we say we're haters, but we actually are lovers. Because at the end of it, we just want them to do good. It's not like kill yourself, Ed Sheeran. Yeah, thank you for watching, and let us know.
Bye.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Wait, hold on a second.
This is us from the future. We recorded that, like over a month ago?
Yeah.
And we were like, well, I don't know. We kept going back and forth on this, but then something occurred.
Something happened. Something very weird happened.
So in that entire video, we were talking about how we wanted him to go back to his roots, back to the singer-songwriter thing, back to where it was just like, it was kind of good. And then...
Kind of.
Kind of.
And then we saw a tweet saying, wait, how did you find out? Because I found out through Spotify.
It's because you love Ed Sheeran so much and you listen to it every single day.
Yeah, I have so many songs saved because I used to save every single song, and I still have it saved. But I found out through a Spotify notification. Ed Sheeran has a special surprise for you, and I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? For me, after I've been talking shit about him this whole video that you guys are watching right now.
I should have said all that shit. He goes,
yeah, I was like, after my Harry Styles lawsuit era, I was like, oh, Ed Sheeran is gonna get my ass too. And then he was like, hey, I'm coming up with a new album. And then you texted me the Twitter screenshot.
Yeah, so I saw it on Twitter and I was like, what the fuck? The album's called Autumn Variations.
He said, I ate. I slayed.
And the cover is very like...
We should have the cover here.
Yeah, it's right here. It's very Tumblr 2013. And say what you were saying about him, like, going on the trend of 2013.
Oh, yeah, you know, there's a 2013 renaissance going on right now. Arctic Monkeys touring, the 1975 is touring. Taylor Swift is coming out with 1989. Lana, Halsey's like doing her shit. I feel like she's gonna come out with music soon too.
Everybody.
So he's like, let me gain money from that nostalgia.
No, literally. But we have high hopes for this one. We feel like maybe subconsciously he felt our anger and our suggestions and just pulled it into an album. And maybe it's gonna be good.
But it's crazy we manifested it.
We really did.
Because it's been like a long time since we recorded that video. And also, it was totally out of nowhere that we had the Ed Sheeran renaissance and the deep dive we went into.
It was like in our heads, there was a little bug in our heads like, hey, he's gonna have an album soon that's gonna be good. Maybe. How about you guys talking about how shitty he is?
Yeah, but so we had to come over here and be like, hey, it's our fault. I'm sorry we manifested a new Ed Sheeran album. Good news and bad news all around the world.
And I guess we'll see when the album comes out. We could probably do like a whole nother video talking about it.
Oh yeah, we could do like a track by track thing.
He said, "Fuck math."
It looks like those Tumblr edits for like Arctic Monkeys when AM first
Do I
came
want to
out.
know?
Don't wanna know, or like I wanna be yours.
You know what we need to do for this? Take like a pack of cigarettes and then write the title of every single track on the cigarette.
Can I do it? Can I do it? I'm like I have the pack. I can do it. I can definitely do it. And we'll post that as a photo for the thing on for the Ed Sheeran video.
So
Well, we'll let you guys continue the video.
all right,
Back to the
bye.
past.